March 14, 2021. Content creator Ludwig Ogren began his subathon livestream.
Boys, today the plan is simple.
Stream 20 seconds for every new subscription purchased to his channel on Twitch.tv. For those unfamiliar, Twitch.tv is an Amazon-owned streaming service that is centered around video game live streaming. Ludwig's subathon was nothing short of an extreme success. It lasted a month and made him the #1 most subscribed user on Twitch. He was written about in the New York Times, and it brought a lot of attention to Twitch in general. Events sparked the first time that Twitch has made its way into the mainstream news media in a while. Ludwig's, and by extension Twitch's, recent success has resulted in historic numbers of unique viewers being introduced to the platform. And while this influx of viewership is bound to result in something positive for future content, it's important for all new viewers to know exactly what they're dealing with. If you're new to Twitch, I'd like to introduce you to a few of the skeletons in their closet, and if you're a veteran to the platform, I'd like to bring your attention to the current, detestably unethical treatment that Twitch is placing on both its most beloved creators as well as its new ones. Stay tuned to learn what the world needs to know about Twitch's dark side. This video has been difficult to make because of how hopelessly negative it seems. I'm typically not one to blindly spread negativity if I can help it, but hear me out, because this deserves a bit more of a formal analysis. We can start with some positives though. Twitch is the home to many charity-based streams that contribute to video game live streaming's consistent track record of donating millions to charity every year. But perhaps more importantly, Twitch has been a space for streamers and viewers to form meaningful relationships for years. In my opinion, understanding the importance of Twitch requires looking past its impact on the broader world and instead focusing more deeply on the individuals that make up its unique culture. As anyone in the community can attest, Twitch is its own world, a world that no single video could ever hope to fully encompass. So instead of even attempting that, I offer this observation.
Dave, you need to talk to somebody. DAVY_WAVY of the 10 said, ending it all, so I figured I'd give my favorite streamer my last 10. Hope it all goes well in the future. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please find somebody. Reach out to somebody right now. Talk to them. Davey, I expect to hear from you in the morning. Here's the deal. Set an alarm right now. 8 a.m. Okay? For 8 a.m. Be here. I expect to see you in chat.
Moss, I have always loved watching your streams. My life has been really hard lately. I'm giving you the rest of the money in my PayPal since I'm not going
at least
to
let me get this mini off, dude.
anymore. Love you and thanks for being the one person who
Well, I
gave
was-
me happiness.
It's
James, listen, I don't know if you're being serious or trolling. I don't know what's going on, but dude, I need you to to call somebody right now, dude. Whatever you're thinking, whatever bad thoughts you have right now, dude, trust me, I've been there, we've all been there. It's not worth it at the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day, it's 100%, it's not worth it. People care about you, we care about you, I care about you, bro. I do not want anything bad to happen, bro.
The countless number of streams where you'll hear testimonies as to how a viewer's favorite creator helped them when they were in a dark place or even suicidal. Listen to just a few of these text-to-speech donations, and I'm sure that you'll agree with me that there is something more to this video game live streaming. The craft that provides this landscape of charity, good vibes, and that people are attributing in some circumstances their emotional survival deserves a serious amount of respect. It's what makes me so proud to have chilled alongside Ludwig as he made his climb to fame. That is my streamer. But looking at just the good won't paint you an appropriate picture of Twitch. The gist is that Twitch doesn't treat their creators fairly, and there's plenty of examples we could look at. Painfully slow and inconsiderate customer service, inconsistent and seemingly arbitrary rule enforcement, overbearing censorship. I mean, the list goes on. For real, criticizing Twitch's general approach to rules or terms of service is probably the most common inside joke across the platform. But one of Twitch's most recent debacles has taken it too far. And no, it's not the hot tub bikini meta. I'm talking about DMCA. where Twitch is like,
What the fuck is up?
That guy's just alpha as fuck.
How are you guys fucking doing it? God, I love that fucking song.
basically, Twitch was threatened by the music industry through the now archaic Digital Millennium Copyright Act of 1998. The initial purpose of the DMCA was to protect the intellectual property of music creators and to make it so that people can't profit from others' work, which entirely makes sense, and I haven't heard a single person who disagrees with its goals. But Twitch's enforcement of the DMCA is where things get absurd. They criminalize seemingly any use of copyrighted audio, and I mean any use can get a creator whose entire career is on the platform banned or suspended. Humming music, coming across music in a video game, or even a car driving past blaring music can and has gotten streamers into trouble, which is ridiculous. And it gets worse with examples like Dan's Gaming. Twitch told this beloved creator that there were violations somewhere in the tens of thousands of hours of recording connected to his Twitch. But they refused to tell him where the violations were, and instead let him know that if he didn't sift through all of it and remove each offense of music or video game sound effects that are copyrighted, which are impossible to discern by the way, that he would permanently be banned from the platform. They made him delete his life's work because of ex post facto rule enforcement. This is where things get a little bit more real. A ruling is ex post facto when a rule is being enforced that was not established at the time of the act. Twitch is punishing creators for breaking rules 10 years ago that didn't exist on the platform until late 2020. As a philosophy major, I feel it necessary to elaborate that for hundreds of years, our society has deemed ex post facto actions as unquestionably immoral and against the rule of law. And while it isn't technically illegal for a business to enforce rules in this manner, it is highlighted in our founding documents as a disgusting and inexcusable means of regulation. It's considered crudely unethical in a court of law and by multiple international conventions like the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights and the American Convention on Human Rights. So, while Twitch isn't technically breaking the law as they disrespect and exploit their creators, they are without a doubt acting like eternally scummy. And to top it all off, Twitch has a history of discriminating against any creators that speak poorly of the platform or its actions. So those impacted by this patently disgusting treatment, and are basically the only ones who could shed light on the situation, are entirely beholden to the devil. Twitch admins. Twitch dominates the video game live streaming space. It has an untouchable digital monopoly, which means that the somewhat surprisingly profound culture, our culture, that has formed around the medium resides entirely within Twitch's control. In some ways, Twitch has a monopoly on the culture itself. This, in my opinion, drastically raises the bar of responsibility that Twitch ought to uphold for its users. The power that Twitch has over its creators is humongous. This is the real current state of Twitch. Be careful not to let fun headlines and stream highlights distract you from the reality of the situation. Our creators are in a tough spot, and it seems like there's nothing that can be done about it. So go support your favorite streamers, because at this rate, the streams that we know and love today may not be there tomorrow.